Welcome to Parapausal Podcast. Welcome to Parapausal Campfire Stories, our new little every week series that we're going to be doing. It's just basically going to be us sitting around a campfire talking about ghost stories, urban legends, folklore, just so we can kind of, keep the stories alive and pass it on to people that may not ever get to hear about this kind of stuff. So, kind of making I don't know, a record of things so that later on in life, people can look back on this and be like, hey, I've never heard that story before, or hey, I didn't know that about grandma and grandpa. So I'd like to introduce everybody. My name is Stacy Myers, and I'm the host. So I get to go do this last, and everybody else is basically my special guests, right? So first we have Lori, longtime friend.
Very long time.
Very shut up, woman. No. Johnny and Janet. Janet being my co-host of all the regular parapausal episodes. And then we have Christy, another longtime friend. and, and again, we're just going to go around. We're going to tell stories. At least, hopefully, we're going to be able to get to everybody. But if not, then we're going to cut and go from there next week. Okay. Does that sound okay for you guys?
Yeah, fabulous.
All right. Sounds good. All righty. So, Lori, you're up first.
I've been racking my brain for like 2 weeks trying to
What?
come up with something, and I cannot even think of anything like urban legend or anything. I mean, I've got personal experiences, but
That's what we want.
That's fine.
Yeah, that
okay.
too. Yeah.
Well, this one's lighthearted. It's kind of funny. Okay, so my daughter, she has the same abilities that I have.
Right. So
Sensitive
for
and
people that didn't watch your thingy, what are your
yes,
abilities?
sensitive. I can feel, I can see, I can talk to things from the other side.
Okay.
So when Kennedy was, which she's 26 now, so she was probably, I'd say 3 or 4. We lived in Fort Scott, Kansas, and just in a little bitty 2-bedroom house. And I was in the kitchen one day, and she was in my bedroom in the front, and I heard her say, "Stop!" We were the only two home. So I went in there and I'm like, "What are you doing, sissy?" She's got, "That man won't leave me alone." And I was like, "What man?" She goes, "Right there." I was like, "Well, he's not there." "Yes, he is." And I said, "Okay, okay." So I looked off where she was pointing. I said, "I don't know what you're doing, but you're scaring my little one." I said, "Be nice or you have to leave." Never really heard anything else out of him. Well, then I ended up having Christian, and we actually ended up moving from Fort Scott down to Gross, Kansas, Arcadia, whatever you want to call it, out in the middle of BFE. Well, this guy followed us to the new house, and I didn't know what his name was, so I just named him Henry. And Christian was just a baby, so I had him in his swing, and it was just barely swinging. And I was in the kitchen, he was in the living room, which was right, together basically. And I heard Kennedy say, "Mom!" And I go in there, and that swing is going like this. And I said, "Henry, stop it!" And the swing just stopped.
Oh my! Wow.
It was he was a cool, but he wasn't mean or anything like that, but he was ornery. He was really ornery. He followed us for our next move when we moved back to Joplin, but that house scared him away. So
Oh
I don't see
no.
I haven't seen Henry since, because that house we moved into, It looked like the Amityville Horror House.
Cool house, though.
Yeah, and it was on F and Byers. Sure, you know that area.
Mhm.
Christy, you know that area.
Oh yeah.
It was a creepy little house. Like I said, Henry left when we moved in because it was bad. We weren't there for very long. It was 2-story, and 2 of the bedrooms and a full bath was upstairs, and then another bedroom and full bathroom downstairs. Well, kids' bedrooms were upstairs. Well, they wouldn't go up there because Kennedy's like, we can't be up there, Mom. There's not nice kids up there.
So
Well,
there was
yeah, and I was
kids?
like, yeah. And I was like, okay, so we'll just, you guys can sleep down here, blah, 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 blah.
Mhm.
Well, there was a room under the stairs that I used to keep all their toys and everything because it was big. And it was around Halloween time. And my husband at the time, his parents had a food truck that they had at the Gates of Hell Spook House. So me and the kids went out there one night just to visit, this and that. And I had shut that closet light off and shut the door. When we come home, the door was open and the light was on. We didn't go in until my husband got home. And it wasn't but maybe a couple months after that we moved out because it was tormenting Kennedy like beyond.
Oh, poor guy.
Yeah. She was just like, not having it, Mom.
Oh,
Not having it.
Poor baby.
Dang.
So, yeah.
Well, I'm glad you guys got out of there.
Yeah, it was bad. When we finally got all moved out, I had to take the key back, and the realtor said, just, leave the key on the kitchen counter, and I'll stop by later and get it. Well, I was on my way to work, so I stopped and locked the door. And as soon as I opened the door, it was just like somebody dropped a cloud. This fat girl never ran so far as fast in her life. Put that key on the counter and get the heck out.
my.
It was not good. Not good at all. But that's my story.
Wow. That's crazy. Sad that, you didn't have Henry anymore.
I
God.
know. Henry was pretty funny. Like I said, he was an older guy. Always wore his overalls and old ball cap. And I said he was just ornery. He'd mess with me, mess with the kids, but he never did anything harmful. Once, him and I had the boundaries set.
Right, yeah.
And then, Kennedy got a little mouthy with him. She's like, Henry, stop. But yeah, I missed Henry.
Oh, yeah. That's so sweet. Gosh.
That's my
What?
story.
Christy, what were you going to say?
Isn't, correct me if I'm wrong, because it's been a minute since I've been that away, but isn't the Byers over by where the Olivia apartments are?
No, it was more towards the north end. So, like, when you're going south on Main and you go past Ozark Christian College, you go up over that little bridge,
Yeah.
right there would be F. So you would turn there. and
Okay.
then-
Okay.
so there was a house on the corner. A little prostitute lived there. And then the house we lived in.
Because there's a lot of activity in that area of Joplin.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Lots of things. I've heard lots and lots of stories.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. It
Yeah,
was
well,
definitely-
there's a lot of bad on that end of town. That's kind of
yeah.
yeah.
I really didn't want to move in there with having the kids so little, but you kind of got to take what you can get at the time. I mean, it was a
Yeah.
beautiful house. I loved it. It was gorgeous, but it just wasn't. And after we moved out, I finally realized the day we went to look at that house and find out what the rent and everything was, the current tenant was in the process of moving out. And he was flying up and down them stairs, getting shit out as fast as he could.
Oh,
And now I know
wow.
why.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Hindsight
should have
is
been your first clue.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was desperate. I didn't want to be homeless.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Unfortunately, we got to do that sometimes. But hindsight's 2020. So
Right. But
Yeah,
yeah, it
you're
was
like,
like shit.
that's why.
It was a beautiful house. I mean, it
Aw.
was absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah.
Had the big, huge, high ceilings and the arches, and yeah,
Wow.
it was gorgeous. But
Yeah. Not that pretty, huh?
not for 500 a month to be scared every freaking day.
Oh man. God.
That was a good story.
Yeah.
It was. That was very good. Yes. So, Johnny, are you ready?
Man, mine are just so quick in comparison. So, yeah,
That's fine.
Well,
just
let's hear about the smell of blood or whatever, what that was.
yeah. Okay, so taking things back mid '90s.
Okay.
Presidio of Monterey, California. This was while I was in the army, and so it was in the actual barracks itself.
Okay.
All right, my room, my room in the barracks. I was the top floor and as far away as you could. I mean, it was at the very, very, very far end. In the middle of each floor, about midway through, you had the community day rooms where everybody could gather around. There were TVs available, so all the soldiers could just kind of relax, mingle, and do things, without having to be confined into your personal room. So one night, there's just a whole group of us were just hanging out in one of the day rooms, and just this coppery smell. I mean, that's the best way that I can describe it. I mean, it was just permeating. It was everywhere. I couldn't escape it. Nobody else is like, "Do you smell it?" What? Seriously, there's this thick coppery smell. No. What are you talking about? This smell, you're not getting that. So, I mean, if you've ever had, the bloody nose and the taste in the back of the throat, so that's what I was getting. And it's like, okay, check me. I'm not suffering from a nosebleed or anything like that. No, you're good, dude. Everything's looking fine. All right, so where is this smell? So I'm going up and down the halls of the barracks, seeing, where exactly, if there was a specific spot where it dissipated or if it got stronger, and it was just really heavy. And then I got to a spot and it was just gone. So it's like, okay, so it seems to be located around this area here, and I really couldn't find any other. Nobody else was having this experience. It was only me out of the whole group of us that were there. There were like 5 or 6 of us there in the day room just chatting and hanging out. And nobody else had the experience, but I'm chasing it. I'm trying to figure it out. And they're like, "Dude, this is all you. You're the only one who's having this experience." And I was like, okay, well, we got to figure out what the heck is going on here. So I think Janet remembered me telling her all of this, decades ago, and so brought it back to my mind. And we tried doing a little bit of research, and I believe what it was somebody had a life-ending incident there in the barracks.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Once we found that, that was it. It was just that one experience, and then just gone. Once we were able to figure out who it was, what was taking place. I don't recall, name or anything like that, but yeah.
Oh wow,
Mm-hmm.
that's creepy.
Yeah.
Creepy, but good. I mean,
it's intense.
Oh, I bet.
Because when you can't escape the smell.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, okay, am I going crazy here? Because that's what was going through my mind. Am I going crazy here?
You're freaking crazy.
Wait a minute, now it's gone. Okay, let me come back. Oh, whoa, it's hitting me heavy again, and the headaches, lightheadedness, it was what I remember experiencing during all of that. Yeah.
Mm. Did you carry that scent with you for a while, even when you weren't in that room?
No, it was just in that immediate vicinity. just in the barrier that we figured out where it was. So it's just a few rooms, and then once I got past and outside of that boundary, gone.
What were the rooms?
It was there, the day room in the hallway, and a couple of doors down. But then once I got past that, it was gone. It
Is
dissipated.
there a restroom close to that?
Yeah, restroom and the day room are nearby each other.
Because that's where I believe you said. Sorry, I'm just giving him
Oh,
information.
you're good.
He's
You're
forgotten.
good.
Because I think you said that he pew-pewed himself in the bathroom.
No. Yeah, and then they're right near each other, the restroom
Yeah.
and the day room.
Yeah.
Because I remember him telling me that when we got together.
So he was making himself known still.
Oh yeah.
Hey,
Wow.
that is intense. Awesome.
Yeah.
Creepy
Yeah.
and intense.
Right?
Very intense. And it was, here in the dark half of the year, so, energy, comes through a lot easier.
Mhm.
Yeah. All right. So you said the dark half of the room. For people that may not know, what does that mean? What do you mean, the dark half of the room, Johnny?
The year, dark half of the year.
Sorry. Room.
So, when you're close around Halloween, the witch's new year, if you will,
Veil is thin.
the veil is the thinnest. So it's the two thin points is, thinnest one there at Halloween.
Right.
So spirits can communicate a little bit easier. There's easier manifestation in a lot of different traditions.
And you're all so sensitive.
Yes, I am also a sensitive, and
Which
that
sucks sometimes.
yes, it
Obviously,
does.
during
So,
that time, my
Yeah.
gosh, that is
Mhm.
horrible. Okay, so what are some? Give us another short one, since you think
another short, little spooky paranormal situation that defies a little explanation. All right, so let's go back when I was just a wee one. So me, I grew up. I've got 5 sisters, so there's 6 of us kids. All right, I have all sisters.
I'm
You
lucky.
beat,
Yeah.
Were you beat to a bloody pulp?
You know what? It's funny because I said the exact same thing to him, and he said, "No, his sisters, like, because girls are freaking vicious."
Yes, they are,
When-
They are.
and I've got the scars to prove it.
Exactly.
So I'm third of 6. All right, and the house that we lived in was a split level house. The girls, their bedrooms were upstairs. Same thing with the kitchen and the main living room. Mom and Dad and my bedrooms were down on the lower level, along with the laundry and the family room. So one morning or evening, I don't remember exactly what time of day it was, but it was probably a weekend. And Dad had just started getting into D&D, Dungeons and Dragons. And he wanted to bring us kids along and into this and introduced. So I don't remember how many of my sisters gotten involved, but I know that my just older sister and I, we were part of the party, and so Dad was teaching us the mechanics of how the game works, and he was playing our dungeon master and trying to guide us along on how we're supposed to play the game. So we're learning and okay, well then we're doing this and we're doing this, and we're sitting here and we're having a good time playing along. And now I got to give a little bit more information on this. Is our kitchen setup.
Okay.
Our kitchen setup, so it was a galley kitchen, and the dining area, we had a large picnic table with benches. So that was where we sat, all 8 of us, up and around this picnic table. All right, so this is also where we were playing the game. We're playing the game in the kitchen on the picnic table. So we're going through, and Dad's taking us through the campaign, and we're doing this, we're doing that, and all right, we move, we take a roll, and we're taking this many steps, and he says, all right, and you hit a trap door. At that moment, the bench collapsed. It broke. Exactly at that moment.
What?
Yes.
I'm gonna shit my pants.
I've never heard this one.
Needless to say, that was the last time that we played D&D.
Wow.
Mom said, nope, nope, nope.
That's kind of cool though. Like, that's excellent timing.
Yes.
I'll be right back.
It was. And it was just, it wasn't the side that Dad was sitting on. It was just us younger kids. Yeah.
Magic. He just like totally wiped you guys all out.
And that was it, a trap door opens underneath you and the chair the bench just collapsed, and that was it. I don't think we're gonna play anymore.
Maybe Dad really is magic.
I love it.
Damn.
That is perfect.
Yep, it was fun.
That story just took the cake.
It did.
You get
Yeah.
a number one on that.
That was good.
Oh my.
Goodness. And so of course Janet runs off right when she's supposed to be telling her stories.
Oh, I tried to hurry. My dog started barking. They must have liked the story too.
Awesome. Oh my gosh.
That's great.
I'm gonna laugh for days on that.
That's
How
great.
every time we watch Stranger Things, we're going to be like, we know what happened to Johnny on this shit.
Yeah.
So that is too cute. How fun.
I don't remember a Demogorgon, but yeah, we definitely had that trap door open up.
But you didn't have enough time to play, obviously, if your mom said no more.
Yeah. Yep. It was like, okay, yep, I don't think we're gonna be playing this anymore.
She was probably thinking hospital bills. Shit kept breaking.
Well, this was, early 80s, so it was also the time of the whole satanic panic where,
Oh, yes.
yes. And
Yeah.
so that all just fed into the whole machine of, nope, we're not going to do anything that is demonic or has to do with the devil. Nope.
That's why I was kind of surprised when you said your dad was going to get you into it and start playing it and stuff, because that was thought to be like one of the major things, games, because it came out around the same time and everybody was playing it. And then like Eddie in Stranger Things, he was kind of I guess what we would call goth now. I don't know, type heavy metal, gotta listen to and that was all satanic. So
Kind of like you.
Yeah, sure.
Kind
Do
of like
what?
you and I in high school. Said kind of
yeah,
like you and I.
exactly.
Yeah.
The thing is that all of us in high school, we never had like those kind of cliques or anything. I never really. We were thought of as stoners.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the stoners were what they consider goths now, or emo or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're still considered stoners even if they only smoke cigarettes.
Yep.
Exactly. Yeah. If you partied or dressed in all black or whatever, we were stoners. And I was like, I don't touch that.
Back in my day, because I'm older than all of you guys, that was a heavy metal group.
Okay.
Acid rock group. Heavy metal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that's what that was all about.
I was the one everybody was scared of. All black combat boots, half my head shaved, wore dog collars.
We weren't scared of you. You were part of our group.
Well, I meant the other ones that weren't in our group.
You mean the norms?
Yeah.
Jocks. We had the jocks. We had the
The preppies, basically. Your cheerleaders and your jocks.
Preppies, yeah. So,
and we had geeks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
you guys had nerds. We had geeks.
Yeah.
I called the nerds the green beans because they were in ROTC.
Hey, now I was in ROTC.
We got for it.
You put on the pickle costume?
I did. Yeah. And I carried a gun to school.
Right on.
You know that's a required class now at Webb City?
Really?
Yep. You can take that in place of PE and health.
That's what I did.
Because both my kids were green beans.
There you
and
go.
I was shocked that Kennedy was. She's like, I don't want to go to PE. And I'm like, it's 1 year. Get it done. But instead, she had to do like 3 years of ROTC.
That's what I did. Because I am not coordinated, like, at all. Gravity gremlins regularly attack me. And, so ROTC was the safer option.
Okay, so, and you guys will get a kick out of this. So, back in our day, I was over here on this side of the screen. No, okay, so in ROTC, we were actually able to go to a place called Mother Nature's Crack, and we did rappelling. Yeah, so it was big clip. We were able to do, rappelling. We got to ride in the back of a cargo plane, and we talked them into opening the back hatch. As Sergeant Colonel said that they would let us, as long as we stayed seated, they would open that up. And then they also landed it was, I don't know what it is. Johnny, you might know. It's one of those thin helicopters. It's got the
Black Hawk.
I don't know.
I think it was a Black Hawk.
Probably back in the
time. It might have been a Black Hawk. I'm not sure. It had enough in it to hold all of us. They landed that on the football field and took us up in that. And so we were able to be in the helicopter. We were strapped in. We were able to look over the edge and look through everything. It was so freaking awesome. And now, and we also did rifle shooting. So we would sit down on the right, and we shit down. We would sit down and do pew-pews and target practice so that we would learn how to shoot our rifles properly. We rifle, figure out how to do it in cadence and, flipping it. And then we also learned how to tear it apart, put it back together, clean it, make sure that we took care of it, everything. And then I know nowadays they won't let them do any of that kind of stuff.
Nope.
Too dangerous.
Snowflakes.
Don't want to be liable for the kids.
Snowflake. Exactly.
Exactly. We're so crucifying our kids, and they don't get.
Yep.
They don't get that kind of joy anymore.
Got to do the outside groups like Boy Scouts or something like that, because some of them still do. During their camps, they'll have them out with the bolt action 22s.
Even with girls in Boy Scouts now?
Yep.
Cool.
Well, that's cool. Christy, what did you say, sweetheart?
How much fun was it that we got to go down for 2 hours a day with pew-pews and, maybe do some other things when we were down there. Because
we could smoke our cigarettes. We could.
Okay, I'm gonna get off on stories about down there at the range, so I'll stop.
My dear, off on our tangents, but that's what this is all about. So, Miss Janet, yeah, exactly, Miss Janet. What's a story that you have?
Well, I'm gonna I'm gonna tell a different story than I had planned because his story reminded me of a childhood story that I have that is actually very cool. Well, cool to me. So I was 7 years old, and my mom and dad were going to Silva Mind Control. At 7 years old, I begged them. I didn't know what it was, but my spirit team knew I needed that training. And I was like, I want to go. No, you're too young. You're too young. So the older kids, there's 4 kids in our family. There's 2 olders and then the twins. So my twin brother and I did not get to go. So they're doing their mind control, expanding their minds, because that's what it is. It's not a mind control. It's you controlling your mind. So there was a lot of misconceptions about it. The John Q. Publics, or the norms, I call it John Q. Public, but the norms. They were all up in arms. Oh, mind control. They're controlling everybody's mind. No, that's not what it was about. It was expanding your mind, getting to know your mind, and opening your gifts. Well, one night, my mom and dad were in bed, and my mom always went to bed after my dad. So he's asleep, and she's laying there trying to go to sleep. And all of a sudden, she sees this black thing come above him, come down, and covered him.
Ooh.
And she said that it was like, she felt like maybe he was going to die.
Oh, dang.
Oh,
Yeah. So, she was concerned about that, and she started talking to him about not continuing, because he was also having weird experiences. One of the other experiences, and I will get back into this particular story, but one of the other experiences my mom got was, which is really cool, and I'm like really jealous of it, but it freaked her out at the time. They did Amway. My mom and dad were in Amway, and
Hold on. Let me stop you right there. Okay, so I know the word. I know the Amway thing, but I can't remember what that's all about. So what was the Amway?
Personal care stuff. It was a
MLM.
Yeah.
Multi-level marketing.
All right.
Yeah. Gotcha.
So personal care stuff.
Okay.
Cleaning supplies, luggage, just kind of a lot of different things.
Wow. Okay.
And they were getting pretty high up in it. Okay. And so mom and dad would go to Yuba City. We lived in Oroville, California. Mom and dad would be going back and forth to Yuba City or whatever. Well, my dad bought my mom a little red Mazda.
Oh my.
Yeah. And it was fast. And my mom was coming back from Yuba City, and the police tried to pull her over because she had a heavy foot. And she literally lost them with her little yeah, that little it was fast enough that she was able to lose the police, so she didn't get a ticket, thank God. But as she's going through the orchard areas, between Marysville and Yuba City, or no, Yuba City and Oroville, all of a sudden this bright yellow ball started following my mom. Yeah. And every time she would try to get away from it, it would go faster, to follow her. Every time she'd slow down, it would slow down. And it was going in and out of trees and everything, and it freaked her out bad.
That would freak me out.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd be going, yeah.
Yeah. I'd be like, let me just stop now. Jesus, take this wheel.
Well, so with that said, that was another experience during this time. But the experience with my dad, with that thing, and then after that, we had a Ouija board. And some stuff started happening around the house. I don't remember exactly, but we were getting pounding on the windows. Pounding, it was freaky. It was really freaky. We were young, or I was only 7, and it would sound like somebody trying to come in to the house.
Oh goodness, Christy, what were we gonna ask? Hold on, just a sec. What were we gonna ask?
No, I was just, I'm involved.
He's just like, oh.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks. Here we go. Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry.
Could you imagine living through this?
No.
Yeah, we lived through this for quite a while. And my mom and dad would leave the house often.
Oh.
And this thing liked to target us kids. So it would go to our French doors in the back, pound, pound, pound. Then it would move over to the front of the house, pound, pound, pound. Then back to the back, pound, pound, pound. And I mean, it was crazy. It was crazy. So with all of that, and my dad had to have had an experience that he had to have seen something, or my mom saw something. But that Ouija board got burned. I know that a Ouija, because of my studies, what I believe in as an adult, the energy in a Ouija board is what we are. It's us. We are the medium in that. But this doggone thing did burn in a weird way. I mean, the flames were like really weird colors. Just, it was a very unusual thing.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't allow those in my house.
Oh, I've got several.
I do too.
My kids got one for Christmas one year from their dad, and they wanted to bring it to my house, and I'm like, absolutely not, because you have no idea what you're doing, and I ain't dealing with that.
Yeah.
It's just a game, Mom. No, it's really not. Especially if you don't know what you're doing.
Right.
Yeah, you got to open it and close it correctly.
Yeah, exactly.
But isn't it for ages 6 on up? Isn't that what the box says?
Yeah.
Well, they were preteen. I mean, they were like 11, 12, but
Yeah.
still.
Plays with Ouija boards during that time of their life.
Yeah.
Everybody has,
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and some people have good experiences, some people have bad, but
Yep.
did all that stop when you burned the Ouija board?
That was my question.
Right.
No.
No. And very, I mean, my dad was not a good person. But it seemed like he got worse with the beatings, or not beatings, but the spankings and the being verbally abusive, and
So something probably overtook him.
it was my dad. He was always kind of an asshat, but
Well,
I even though he's passed away, I will not ever lie and say that I liked him.
Yeah.
Not ever. But the other story with the Ouija board is, of course, we were kids, and I was at some friend's house, and they brought out the Ouija board, and we were asking, "Who is this?" And it said, "The devil." We all screamed and ran.
Go to goodbye. Go to goodbye.
I don't, we don't know if somebody was messing
Right.
with,
Yeah,
me
totally.
being the person that I am now. I question it. So,
Yeah,
back
no,
then.
most of them would just do it to F with you.
Right.
yeah, yeah.
They're like, ah, did you see those girls run out? That is hilarious.
I was
Yeah.
everything screaming teenager.
Or was it like a homemade one on the back of a mirror?
No. Oh, God. Oh,
Oh.
Had that happen?
no,
Oh.
no,
That
no,
doesn't sound very safe.
no.
No, no. Steve was not the smartest.
To tell us that one in our next campfire story.
Yeah.
We're gonna put a pin in that or whatever it is kids say these days.
I'm gonna red flag that for next week.
Yeah, we're gonna like that for next time.
Pick a pin in that one. Yeah.
Look, yeah, we could all do like our Ouija board stories.
Yes, we can.
Yeah,
sure.
that'd be
Yeah.
awesome. Because I'm sure, yeah, because we'll dabble a little bit further into Janet's as well. And then so if you've got a Ouija board story, put it in the back of your head, and then we'll do that next week. Unless that's the
Yeah,
what you were gonna tell, Christy, but
No. I mean, I know exactly which one I'm going to tell next week.
do I know it?
No. But you are unknowingly part of it.
That's kind of weird.
Oh, people are going to go, oh my God, I have to watch next week.
Right?
Tune in next week when we find out.
Continued.
What did Stacy do this time? Your turn. Your turn across to you in the campfire stories. Let's do this.
Okay. So we talked about on earlier, another, episode, whatever. Come from a very small town. Lots of mining in the area. And there are 2 cemeteries in Carterville that are technically in Carterville. And one of them, it's a decent sized cemetery. It's a very old cemetery, like Civil War people are buried there.
Where are they at, Christy? Because I lived in Carterville for a while, a few years
Okay.
ago.
So if you are on Main Street
Mm-hmm.
and where the little burger shack place is, you turn left and go, it's the old Route 66.
Oh, okay, okay.
And the bigger one is like right as Route 66 curves to the right. It's to
Okay.
your left.
Gotcha. Okay.
I was gonna say
And then,
right after the railroad tracks,
Okay. Gotcha.
right?
yeah. But the other one is you go maybe a block further without following the curve that goes to the right.
Right.
You go about a block further, go to the left and down a walking pathway because you can't drive to it. And there's maybe 100 graves in there, maybe.
One.
And it is old enough. When I was in 5th grade, so 46 years ago, you couldn't read the headstones.
Not that old. We're not that old.
And I had, my 5th grade teacher was a bit of a history buff. And unfortunately, for 3 years, my field trip before, like how they do the end of year field trips when you're in school. For 3 years, mine was
Wait, hold
hiking
on a
to the cemetery.
Now, kids, back when you guys weren't pussified or
You got to
snowball,
have fun.
we used to have fun. Yes, we would get on a bus and we would go on these things called field trips, and that would take us away from the school to some unknown place for the
With only
history.
2 adults for like 50 kids.
Oh my goodness.
Mm-hmm.
Well, okay, so the thing that ticked me off about it was he always took another class with his, you know? And so when I was in 4th grade, that teacher decided to go on the 5th grade field trip. When I was in 5th grade, I had him as a teacher. And when I was in 6th grade, that teacher decided to go with him. I was like, come on, people are getting to go to the zoo and the place with fish.
The hatchery.
No, the aquarium.
Aquarium.
In Oklahoma. And I have to go to a cemetery and rub stones for the 3rd year in a row.
Oh no.
But a bus, oh no, we hiked from the Carterville school to the cemetery.
Oh, damn. That's a hell of a walk.
Yeah. It was not a fun day for Christy. But anyway. And so we went to the cemeteries, blah, blah, blah. And in the main cemetery, the big one, there is a grave that has no headstone. It has never had a headstone, but there is a piece of glass over where the coffin is, and there's rocks and crystals in it, and it is like the legend, whatever, that on the date of her death, those glow, and she will appear and walk through the cemetery.
Cool.
Ooh.
I want to see
It's her
that.
birthday.
And all I know is that every time that I would go near that grave, it was just a very peaceful feeling would come over me. You know, like I was mad because I had to hike, and I was mad because I was at the cemetery again. But you go over by her, which I'm, like I said, there's no headstone, but everybody has said, you know, over the years that it's a her.
Okay.
And it's just a very it's just like it washes over you from your head, from the top of your head, and goes down your body.
Oh, wow.
You know. But then on the opposite end of the spectrum, when you go up to the one that's tiny, when you walk up the road a little bit and go to the one that's tiny, there is nothing peaceful anywhere in that cemetery.
Yeah.
And I want to say it's from what my teacher said, because again, you can't do rubbings on any of the gravestones. They're that old.
The small one.
Yeah, the small one.
Okay.
It was 3 families. And their house, like it was a family cemetery. Their house, which back in the day was like a giant, in our town, a mansion,
Right.
burned and they all died.
Oh.
Oh.
And I don't know, like I would mostly, when we went to that one, I would go in a little bit, but I was like, no, I'm staying as far away from the group as I can. I don't need to know about this. You know, it just, because it ruined the feeling I had from the other one. So, and she's right up, like the first, the calming one, her grave is like right up in like the first section of, you know, like grid it out, you know.
Right.
I'm gonna have to go check that out.
Yeah, me too, because I didn't know about that one.
I didn't
See that-
either.
I don't,
That's
Yeah.
why you had to ask where they were, because I'm like,
yeah.
There used
Go
to
and
be
do an investigation.
thinking, and Janet, I wish you guys lived closer or could make a trip up, because we could go to the Bordello. I could take you down Spooklight Road. We could go to. I would go if you guys brought like monitoring equipment. I would go by Little People's Bridge.
Yes, been there.
See,
It's
did
spooky.
you, Lori? Did you watch Christy's interview?
No, I didn't. I was busy. I'm
Lori
sorry.
was the one that asked me to ask you, or asked Janet and I to ask Christy if I knew about the bridge, and then she didn't even watch to find out whether or not we freaked.
That's hilarious.
Well, actually, the bridge I was talking about is not the Little People's Bridge. The Little People's
Okay.
Bridge is different.
Okay.
This bridge is, it's close to the spook light, but it's like, if you pass the bridge, you see the Quapaw Nation Police Department, or the Cherokee Nation Police Department.
Okay, is it the big bridge that's curvy?
I think so, because you pull off like this, and the bridge is like this.
Because Little People's Bridge and the main bridge that still is travelable, they're like right there.
Maybe I'm thinking of a different Little People Bridge. 'Cause
Okay.
The one I was thinking of is by the Hangman's Tree, where there used to be a brick mansion that got burned down like a long time ago. And
Okay.
one of the trees that's by the fence, that's where they would hang slaves when they were done with them.
Okay, see, that's not. I didn't know anything about that.
We're
Also,
all learning new stuff about our own town. That's the whole point of this.
I'll have to get the details and stuff on that one, because you really need to go to that one.
Okay. But like my thought is we could like all get together like one weekend and go on a tour of these places.
Yeah.
That would be so cool.
And we can
Janet's
just be
like,
alive so we can take like Johnny and Janet with us.
Okay.
Let me just understand that I do bilocate. In fact, I knew that you were going to say, Christy, I knew you were going to say that the house burned down before you said it. Because
Okay.
I was there with you when you were there. It happens to me all the time. So I can bilocate, and I'll be able to give information that you may not know.
Exactly. And you could probably tell us, different, hey, go over to this section over here. I'm feeling something. So that would be awesome.
That would be awesome.
We're gonna have to do it this summer though, because this winter is about to get brutal.
No, actually, it's not.
You guys can't see this, but literally the hairs on my arm are like sticking up, and I'm having a feeling of some kind of way. So,
Well, I already know your house has got something going on. Do you know that?
no.
Oh, really? Sorry.
Well,
We can't hear you, babe.
What?
me?
No,
Stacy.
Stacy. Can't hear you.
And there she is.
Can you hear me now?
Okay. Yeah.
There we go.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay, stop saying
Can
you're
you hear me
sorry.
now?
Thank you, Johnny. Exactly. So we'll get to the whole. Yeah, we'll do the whole. What's going on at Christy's house that she's in right now?
Next week.
Yeah,
No, I
next
don't
week.
want to know. I want to.
Well,
I would like to find it out on my own. Because
hang on. It could also be that you've got. Okay, when I say spirit with you, that usually means that it's a family member.
is it a
Man,
recent?
yeah, your mom showed up and was like, "You should be talking about this stuff."
No. Is it a recent thing? Can you tell if it's recent or not?
No, because okay, this is not supposed to be. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but when they do this to me and I see this, That means it's a long time. Not a recent.
You gonna sleep with the lights on tonight, Christy?
No,
No.
she knows who it is.
Yes, I do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, honey. I know you wanted to. Well, there you go. Okay. That's part of a reading for you right there.
I have been really, so I told you you reminded me of somebody in my family.
Mhm.
And I have been reaching out to her.
Aha. And now I've got the on my arms. So that, okay, when that happens for me, that's a yes, yes, yes. And they're also doing this, which is yes. Perfect. So
And
we
I am
figured
so
out,
happy right now. And you guys have no idea how much I needed that today.
Awesome.
oh, honey. Well, of course it happened because you needed it. Okay.
And now I don't need a reading because now I know I am fine and I am doing what I'm supposed to be doing.
There you go. And it didn't cost you a penny. That's awesome. I love that.
But I'm
Johnny?
learning.
I want you to, I'm sorry, hold on just a second. Christy, I apologize for interrupting, but Johnny, the next time that young lady beside you starts saying she's sorry, smack her in the arm, punch her in the arm, pinch her on the butt. I don't care what it is. She needs to stop saying she's sorry all the damn time.
V8
Right.
snake. Do the V8 snake.
Yes.
Right.
Pitching me on the butt.
That's right. Hey, it's going to make it enjoyable for everybody. So
Right?
I'm sorry, Christy. Go ahead, baby girl. I am so sorry.
No, you're fine. You're fine. That was just
And there's a whole lot of love and support coming through here. Okay, so I've got a cold spot in my back, and when that happens, that's my communication area. It's my heart center, and literally, I'm getting, oh man, so much love, so much support, to the point where my heart is hurting, because it's like that much is being given to you. Also, they're helping you.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah.
whatever you're doing, whatever you're dealing with, whatever's going on, don't.
She caught herself.
I didn't want to do this. I didn't want to take things over, but this had to happen for you. Okay? So just know that she's around you.
and I knew she would be today. If she, if it was possible, I knew that if. Yeah, don't leave it
So
there.
you sent her to me.
I didn't mean to, and I feel bad for that.
No, do not. No, come on. Why would you feel bad?
And isn't she a beautiful person? Is
Yeah.
she not the most beautiful energy?
I like her. I do like her.
She's the one that taught me how to bottle feed the rodents that lost their mummies.
Sweet.
Okay. Yay.
Who is it?
Yeah.
It's my Aunt Janice.
Oh, that is so
Eh.
wonderful.
That is awesome. That is okay. Sorry.
She was,
I am sorry about this.
Stop.
she knew, she was basically my mother. My mom did not have a mothering cell in her body. Or,
I can look for that.
but my Aunt Janice, she taught me how to cook. She taught me different, how to make different teas and tinctures. She taught me how to crochet, how to knit. I was the daughter she never had.
The heck was
And
that?
What was that tone?
I don't know. That was
Did
weird.
you go to time? No, you No, we
I
don't
didn't
have a
even
time
hear-
limit.
I didn't hear you.
Everybody heard that, right?
Oh yeah,
I know what it was.
What?
it was a ding.
That was a text notification on my phone.
Oh, and I don't ignore that when you're talking about somebody and like that, and
Yeah.
things, noises happen. I don't
Mhm.
discount them
Yeah.
ever.
No. She was like, "This is how I'm making you pay attention."
That's right. It's I'm like, okay. Oh,
I am very new in my journey as to like opening myself up to stuff,
Mhm.
and I have always been a healer, and I feel like I didn't know it before. It like things didn't click in my head, but I am meant to help people move on. Like that's my calling.
Hmm.
And I just figured this out the past couple of days.
Okay.
And then like when I got it, I was like, how did you not see this? You were the one that took care of 6 different people in your family right before they passed on.
Mm. Mm.
And you know, there are some people in the family that say I am like an angel of death. And I said, no, I am the calming energy that says it's time. Don't worry. Everything's going to be okay. Everybody's going to be okay.
Yeah.
You know?
And it's okay for you to go.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm. I love that for you.
That's awesome.
Mhm.
Okay, well, on that beautiful note, guys, since it took us a little while to get on everything, anybody have any last things to say, or are we?
I do have a question for Johnny and Janet.
Okay.
I want to know what they think. Okay, so my receiving of information is at 3:33 in the morning, whenever it needs to be. But my angel number is 666.
Do you realize that's not a bad number?
No, yeah, I know it's not a bad number.
Mhm.
But it's weird how the 666 came to be. I've always had the 3:33 in the morning ever since I was little. But about 4 years ago, my son-in-law unalived himself.
Mhm.
And ever since then, when I see 666, I have to step back and take a breather. I can't finish what I'm doing until I take at least a 10 to 20 minute breather. And it doesn't matter how I see the 666. I was in line at the bank one day in my car and I looked down and my mileage ended at 666. I went to Sonic one time and my total was 666. I see it everywhere.
Okay, you have to take a breather. Why?
That I don't know. I don't know if it's telling me I need to like stop and like just clear myself of everything that I'm thinking of, or if I'm feeling stuff. I don't know. But it's just weird because if I ignore the 666 and I keep going and doing what I'm doing, I usually end up with a migraine so bad that I want to throw up.
Our dogs got into here. Sorry.
Oh no.
We love puppies.
Right? But
Until
if
they
I-
try to move everything down. Okay. So that's
your
your
question,
number.
why?
Do
You
what?
said that that's your number.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
It has to be
Okay.
because I see it every.
Okay.
I mean,
Okay. I've got it. They just told me what that's about. Introspection. When you see that number, it's stop, go inward, ask what the message is.
Okay. And see,
What's
that's
the
kind of what I
message?
thought. That's kind of what I thought. Because, like I said,
Okay.
if I ignore it and I just go on, I get a really bad headache.
Yeah, because you're not listening.
Right. So
Okay.
every time I see it, I just stop what I'm doing and I just close my eyes and I just, I do a little bit of meditation.
Mhm.
And then,
And you ask what it's about.
yes.
What are they trying to tell you?
Is there a specific message?
Is there a message to be gleaned from that?
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. I was just like I said, it's and I never seen that number together until Jordan was no longer here. I mean, it was literally like the next day. I was in Wichita at a work conference. I was going to be there for like 3-4 days, and my husband called me like my first day there and said, "You need to get a hold of Jennifer." It's his daughter, so it'd be my stepdaughter. And I was like, "Why?" And he's like, "Well, because Jordan." And I was like, "Oh no." So of course I tried calling her and I left her a voicemail, and as soon as I hung up the phone, it didn't matter where I looked. 666. And the hotel we were staying at was the Kansas Star in Wichita. So it's a casino.
Mhm.
And even some of my totals were 666
Wow.
on the slots.
Okay.
Wow.
So the time of his death, was it anywhere around 9 o'clock?
I would have to look because it was in the morning time when he did it. He waited until Jennifer went to work, and then he pretty much he left everything at home except for keys to his car, his cell phone, and his wallet, and was going to work. And he got right on 44. He got right across the Oklahoma border because that's where they actually lived before they moved to Joplin, right there close to downstream. Pulled over like he was gonna change a tire and waited for a semi to come and
Oof.
stepped out in front of it and got drugged for about 50 feet.
Mm.
Okay, everybody take a breath. We're in this with you right now. And I'm sorry. That's horrific.
And the most horrible thing about it was let's see. Jennifer was 5 months pregnant with their first child.
Oh,
And of course, she named the baby as a girl, named her Jordan,
oh,
but spelled it different.
yeah.
Right,
My,
right.
Yeah.
oh honey.
Yeah, it was difficult.
Mhm.
But like I said, ever since then, and I will find out what time that happened. I can pull up the newspaper report on it.
Well,
Yeah.
the reason why the 9. Okay, so if you take 666, oh wait, no, that is 18. So 18 would turn into a 9.
9.
I'm just doing what I normally would do.
Right.
So the question is there a 9 involved somewhere?
I'm also looking at 6 letters, Jordan.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
How about his middle name and last name? Are we looking at, does that?
Middle name was John, which would be 4 letters.
Right.
Last name would be Austin, which is 6. Now, it was wrote up as an accident. And everybody is saying it was an accident, but this was not his first attempt. So I do believe, honestly, it was not an accident.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm.
Damn.
Mm.
Well, at least, but now you know though that
Yes.
he's trying to get a hold of you for some reason, and he wants to give you a message, probably for your
For Jennifer, maybe.
yeah, for Jennifer, something to, and in the New Jordan. So just
yeah.
listen.
Oh,
Yeah.
and I try to. I really do, but it sometimes it's at the most inopportune time that I
Yeah. Oh,
get
yeah.
it. Like if I'm driving or
What was the wife's name?
Jennifer.
Jennifer.
Is that 6?
That's 8.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Okay.
And she's remarried now. So, and
Yeah.
actually, her middle name is Lynn, same as mine. So that's 4, and then it would have been Austin, which is 6. So,
Okay. So that wouldn't be it.
Okay, but didn't you say that you have this spiritual time, like it comes at 3:30 in the morning?
Yeah, 3:33, which it hasn't in a while.
No.
But
that's a powerful spiritual.
333 is 9 also.
Time. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna look into that a little more.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So
and then if you can listen, just kind of see if you can get something off of it, and then you're gonna have to let us know if you do.
Oh, definitely.
When's the last time it's happened, the 666 thing. When's the last time that happened?
Yeah, and also keep track of what you feel, because you may not always get the audible or a visual on it, but feeling.
The last few times that the 666 was there was I was in the middle of an anxiety attack.
Telling you to chill out.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Exactly. So I just
stop what you're doing and calm down.
Yep, I did. Okay. And I was actually at home those couple of times. So I did. I left the room. I went to my bedroom. I closed the door. Nothing was on, and I just closed my eyes and just cleared my brain and just sit there for a good 30 minutes.
So you're listening. So it's being aware of what's going on with you at that moment too. So that's cool.
Yeah.
So that's me. That's me. That's my jam.
Right. And that's like, a guy I work with, I kind of freaked him out a couple weeks ago. I was like, do you have a bathroom upstairs, like in your bedroom? And he's like, why? And I said, I'm just curious. Do you have a master bath in your bedroom? And he's like, yeah. And I said, you're remodeling it, aren't you? And he's like, what? And I was like, well, I was at your house a couple nights ago. And he's like, no, you weren't. And I'm like, yeah, I was. He didn't talk to me for a while.
All right. That would be kind of weird. Now you're being a stalker.
Right? That's what he's like.
Broke into your house the other night.
Yeah. I was like,
you didn't see me, but I was there.
You're not supposed to creep on the coworkers.
Yeah, I gave him a hard time.
God, that's hilarious.
I was like, the only reason I do that is because there's got to be something wrong with the remodel that you're doing. I said, you need to go back and look at everything you've done. I said, that's the only reason I do stuff like that. And he's like, okay. And out the door he went.
Freaking weirdo.
Yep.
God. Don't tell this person where you live, like, ever.
Oh, I have addresses for everybody that works there. I'm the office manager.
Oh.
He was going around telling people, yeah, somehow she knew where we live. I don't know.
Right?
I think she's been creeping on Zillow.
Yeah.
This was fun. I had so much fun.
I learned a lot.
Right?
Like, comment, and subscribe.